barrier lock is shake fleas off. The mainstream is whacker than Timberlake's beatbox. He loves Maccas for the mad cow beef stock. I only wear Nikes, not Adidas or Reeboks. How much is really being made in a sweatshop? How much did Money Grip pay for the S-dots? Maybe it's just another game on the Xbox. Shame the rock kicks in when the sun sets off, and every bar is a breath loss. On fire with Stet left off. Tough crew, the wreck shop. Put up cash to rep, you best not. Let's bet for a set of fronts made from asbestos that you can wear for the best instrumental. And after my free, you'll be ID'd by a dental scan. Maybe we raise the bet, a deep grave, cause 3 days later you'll still see that live on stage. That's the heat. Burnt face in the shade. That's the heat. On the Nullarbor plain. That's the heat.
The heat's on, that's right.
That's the heat. Raw drum breaks. That's the heat. If you see blue flame, that's the heat. All city for the fame. That's the heat.
Red hot like a freight train.
That's the heat. Music man with a handwritten plan to stun. Run 100 new kicks when my royalties come. Won't let a sound boy spoil my fun. Throw my foot through the fold back and grunt like I owe you one. Run from one more dose into one less gun. None like this on the mic. You're dying in an iron lung with no breath, while I flow deaf to eardrum severe. Seen the end is near, but fear none. I guess we'll explain that later for some.
Speaking in tongues about what you did, but you never did.
See, that just feeds the hunger. Been ravenous indeed. Count on that like beads on an abacus. Seen the unanimous vote. I could cut this short at 14 like Phantom and Ghost, but I'm not like the capitalist folk. When did MC abbreviated ever stand for arrogant hoe? Live on stage. That's the heat. Burnt face in the shade. That's the heat. On the Nullarbor plain. That's the heat.
The heat's on, that's right.
That's the heat. Raw drum breaks. That's the heat. If you see blue flame, that's the heat. All city for the fame. That's the heat.
Red hot like a freight train.
That's the heat.
The heat's on. The heat's on.
I wanna hold the crowd in the palm of my hand and flow out of control like a tsunami on sand. My army's not a band, it's a group of thugs who earn a whole lot of tax-free loot from drugs. Don't bug, it's okay, just a joke I made about what most rappers say when they're overpaid. Labels throw dough away like it's nothing these days. The rubbish they release, they should all be ashamed. I'm forced to walk earth with a demon's brain and grow snakes for hair while I'm breathing flames. I blaze poetical germ grenades on the masses and bring back the hypnotical gases. Madness, serve them up till my lung collapses. This ain't shoot to kill, it's just target practice. Assassinating all the hardest actors playing a role they ain't fit to soul my mouth. Live on stage. That's the heat. Burnt face in the shade. That's the heat. On the Nullarbor plain. That's the heat.
The heat's on, that's right.
That's the heat. Raw drum breaks. That's the heat. If you see blue flame, that's the heat. All city for the fame. That's the heat.